Previously on Minecraft Big Brother. After completing the labyrinth, Logic became the new head of household and nominated Nathan and Jason for eviction. Our house guests had to duck and dive as Nathan swam to victory, winning the golden power of veto. Nathan took himself off the block, meaning that the replacement nominee was Jacob. In the end, with the sole vote to evict, Jacob became the next person to be evicted. Tonight, it's the grand finale as our final three house guests battle in the three-part head of household competition. One more person will be evicted before our jury decides who wins Minecraft Big Brother Season 2. It's all happening tonight on Minecraft Big Brother.
Oh, there's a missing block there now, Jamie. What are you gonna do?
As the end draws closer, it's the journey to the crown. Jason started off the season strong, winning the first two Power of Vetoes. However, his next win was not until the Duos week, where he was head of household alongside Jacob. In the same week, Jacob and Jason also won the Power of Veto. Jason has only been nominated once, last week alongside Jacob. Nathan is the only remaining house guest to have two head of household wins. Throughout the season, Nathan has never been a final nominee. Nathan saved himself with his only nomination by winning the Power of Veto last week. Across the season, Logic has had two competition wins, with a Power of Veto and last week's head of household. Logic has never sat on the block, either initial nominee or final nominee, giving him a clean game. Hello there and welcome to the finale of Minecraft Big Brother Season 2. Tonight we crown our winner, but before we get into that, I'd just like to say some thank yous. I'd like to thank all of the house guests that have participated this season who have made this a very entertaining and fun season to edit, play and watch. I'd like to thank the audience who have watched from the start or even just a few casual episodes. It has been appreciated. But before we decide who will win, we must find out who will be the final head of household of the season. So how will it work? Tonight we will have our three-part head of household competition. Part 1 will see all three of the final three face it off, and the winner will advance straight to Part 3. In Part 2, the losers from Part 1 will go head to head. Whoever becomes victorious out of these two will then face the Part 1 winner in the final part head of household. The winner of this will then decide who is evicted and who will sit next to them in the final two. Let's get straight into the action with Part 1. Welcome to the end parkour. In this Part 1 competition, all you must do is complete the parkour course and get to the end. The first person to reach the end and grab the end crystal will advance straight to Part 3. The two losers will face it off in Part 2. And we are off. House guests are battling it up on the parkour course. Logic quickly taking the lead, followed behind Nathan, but Jason is still on the ground. Can he make it up? Logic has fell, so Nathan is the only one currently on the course. That has all changed. Looks like Logic's went around. And Nathan is going strong. Can anyone catch up with Nathan? It looks like. And Nathan has fell back down.
What is going on? I'm completely off my game right now, and the amount of times I am falling, I'm screwed. I need to hope that Jason or Logic can pull me to the end, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do it myself.
It's gone off the rails.
Logic is back on the scene, and he is coming up. Logic currently in the lead. He is almost... Yep, and he has reached the furthest point that anyone has got in this competition. Can Logic end up and take the win?
Oh fuck shit, dude. That fucking gave me an anger.
Logic going strong, he's just on the finish line. Can he make it past? And here goes his last jump, and he misses. Logic has to go back to the start. Everyone is all at the beginning. so everyone's on an even playing field at this point in time. However, Logic is back on track and he's making it as far as he got last time. Can this time be his lucky shot?
Okay.
And he's back to the very end. Can he make it this time? Will this be his lucky jump?
Too bad.
Here we go, it's the last stretch. He's going back and he's almost there.
I'm back. Oh.
And congratulations to Logic, you have won part 1, meaning that you will go straight to part 3.
I don't really have much motivation. I think that one jury happens, you know, if I make it there, then I might win. I don't really know. At this point, I don't really care too much. Just hope I can say I got to the end.
Houseguests, it's time for part 2. Welcome to Trivia Tower. In this competition, you will start off at the bottom level and I will ask you one question at a time. You must decide whether the answer is A or B. Whichever you think is the answer, leave the block on the podium and mine the wrong answer. If you get the question right, you will be able to move up one level, get to the top, grab the end crystal, and you will advance straight to part 3. In the second head of household, True Colours, Houseguests had to get a piece of sand and complete their tower to match the towers hidden behind the doors. But, how many different colours were there to choose from? Is it A, 14, or B, 12? Answers are locked, and the correct answer was A. Nathan, you can move up. No, just Nathan, sorry, Jason, thank you. In the fourth head of household, Pirate Parkour, Houseguests had to race to the end of the course while memorising a code. But, what did the code consist of? Is it A, numbers, or B, letters? And your answers are locked. The correct answer was A, meaning both of yous can move up a level.
Yeah. Okay, Jippy doesn't mind.
In the Duos Week head of household, Troubled Waters, Houseguests were hanging in water with a pressure plate below them and a button above them. But, how many water podiums were there in total? Is it A, 8, or B, 10? Thank you, answers locked, and the correct answer was A, meaning only Nathan can move up. At the moment we have Nathan on the top layer and Jason on the second layer. In the seventh head of household, Houseguests had to shoot buttons on a board in the fastest time possible. But, what was the name of this competition? Was it A, Buzzing Bows, or B, Bumblebee Bows? Answers locked. The correct answer was B, meaning you both move up, but congratulations to Nathan, you have won this competition and will be moving to part 3.
Hell yeah. Part 2 was all mine. Now let's take this part 3 and win this whole competition.
After this, Logic and Nathan will go head to head in the final battle of the season to find out who will become the final head of household. Welcome back. Let's head to the backyard to find out who will become the final head of household of the season. It's time for the most important competition of the season. It's the final 3 head of household, part 3. Welcome to Redstone Races. All you must do is use the redstone puzzles to advance through the course and claim the final end crystal. If you do this, you will become the final head of household of the season. Good luck. Go.
Oh, these levers are annoying.
So both seem to be at a very similar rate. Remember, once you have got your concrete through, you can head through to the next room.
What the hell? Bitch, get your ass over here.
And Logic can advance.
Okay, how
So
do I
can
do the
Nathan-
redstone, bro?
It's just there's a door
How do
next
we
to the
get
emerald
through?
block. I mean a gap.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
What's Shulker? Bitch, what's Shulker? Jamie, what are we meant to do here? Right, well that sucks, doesn't it?
I can place that on not that.
Where is the Shulker? I'm so lost.
I'm missing
Oh.
something. Wait, can I just do like, okay. By the way, when you pick an item back up, it doesn't say what it can be placed on. You can place it on whatever.
Oh, I did it.
And Nathan is through to the final room. There is a sign on the side telling you what you have to do on one of the
What is
sides
that?
of this piston puzzle.
Okay.
I'm really confused. I hate redstone. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. I'm confused.
Did I do it? Question mark.
Yep. And Nathan has won.
Where is the
final
crystal?
head of
I know-
household.
I know where the crystal. Oh, it's in my inventory. I was not at all expecting to win. This is absolutely the best case scenario. I can control who I want to go to the end with, and most of all, I'm in the final two. I feel like my game should be respected. I mean, I'm a very respectful person, but me winning this competition, I've never felt better.
So, you know, it kind of sucks that I lost the competition because apparently I can't read. It's not the first time I've lost something because I can't read. But I feel like it's pretty obvious that Jason and Nathan have a final two or at least something going on. So it might be the end of the road for me. If Nathan knows what's best for him, he will take out Jason because he literally pitched me this whole thing when I was HOH last week that, you know, Jason and Jacob have this thing, blah, 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 blah. So if he actually thinks that, then he knows that Jason will probably get Jacob's free vote and probably a couple other free votes with anybody that worked with Jason. So Nathan could probably just lose really easily against him. I feel like it's kind of a 50-50 for me. I feel like I could go to the end if he does realize what's best for him. But if he doesn't realize what's best for him, I hope it bites him and Jason wins, if I'm being completely honest. But hopefully he knows what's best for him and he knows to take me. So we just gotta hope.
My journey in this house has honestly been a roller coaster. I mean, there's been times where I felt completely safe. I felt like I vibed with everyone in the house. And there's been times where I felt like I was alone completely. For me to even get this far, I'm proud of myself. I'm just looking back on how far I've came, and I'm pleased. I have no clue what I'm gonna do. I've talked with both Logic and Jason, and I feel like I'm good with them both, but I can only take one of them. I'm really going back and forth, but I'm gonna have to trust my gut and take the person I think that I can beat and who I want to go against in the end.
It's one of, if not the most important eviction of the whole season. The decision lays with Nathan. Let's find out who will become the final member of our jury. As Nathan was the winner of the 3-part Head of Household competition, he will have the sole vote to evict and decide who he will take forward to the final two. So Nathan, it's now up to you. No, it's not, because we need speeches.
I want speeches, please.
Yeah. Jason, you want to go first? I don't really care. Okay.
Sure. I just think that Logic has a better shot at winning. I feel, played more like solid social and strategic game, and I've seen that he's put people, or he's been a big part of some eliminations from what I remember, and he's tried to make moves, and he has successfully done a lot of moves.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I don't really have.
So I guess my speech will just be, you know, last week we were talking in the storage room and you told me like a big thing was that you felt that both of the quote unquote J's were close. So I mean that would just be I don't know what the word would be, counteractive or counterproductive, whatever the word is, to keep Jason, because if they're like a big duo, then taking one to the end, and you even said, well, we both agreed on it, that if one of them was the bigger player out of the Jays, that we agreed that it was probably Jason. So taking the quote-unquote bigger J into the final two wouldn't make sense, because if they were in alliance, then I think it's probably safe to say that Jacob has his vote. I mean, he has Jacob's vote, and then he has any votes of people that he worked with. And I don't have Payton or Ninja's vote, because I literally tried evicting them, and yeah. So do with that as you want. He also has almost won every POV he's in. So yeah. All right. Thank you.
So Nathan, it is now your power to decide who you will be taking through and who you will be evicting.
This could be a $500,000 decision.
It could. Okay. So this is probably the hardest thing I've had to do so far. You have both played so amazingly in different ways. You're both strong competitors. I mean, there's no easy option. Jason, you've done better physically. Logic, you've not been nominated at all. So you guys are both strong in that sense. And I know both of you are close with Jacob, who was just evicted in your own ways. It's really hard for me to do this. I'm still not decided.
Surely I don't get third again for like the 8th time in a row. Surely, right? Surely.
I'm just thinking. This is so hard. Last week, so at the beginning of the week, I said that Logic is someone who I could trust, and at the end of the week, I said to Jason that I would want to go with him into the final 3, having each other's back. And this is so hard. This is so incredibly hard. I mean, obviously it's not going to be easy. But I'm going to take the person who I feel has had me throughout this whole game.
Oh my god. Oh wait, I got third again.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I vote to evict you, Logic.
Thank you, Nathan.
Robotic.
Logic, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. After this, we interview the latest evictee, Logic, and then we will find out who is our winner. Logic, well done on making it so far, but you were just evicted as the last member of our jury. So, why do you think in the end Nathan decided to take Jason instead of you?
Starting off, I believe that Nathan chose to bring Jason over me because I think maybe he wanted to show, I guess, loyalty maybe to Jason, and maybe to the jury. Because personally, I respect loyalty a little over just being a snake. So I think maybe choosing Jason over me was trying to show the jury that he can be loyal to his allies, because like he said in the final 4, he said that he felt safer with Jason in the final 3 with them, which I get, but obviously I'm going to be a little biased, but obviously I don't think that was the right move.
Now, of course, you did lose the final 3 head of household. Do you think you would have maybe done a bit better or succeeded in a different type of competition?
And the final 3 competition, I think I 100% would have won it if I took just even a split second to read what the redstone said, because since I was just kind of panicking a little bit and I was going too fast, I didn't read that you could only place the redstone on diamond blocks, and I read it too fast and I thought it said only on iron blocks. So that really slipped me up because I had a slight lead, and the third part to me would have been easy. So I believe I definitely could have won if I just took a little bit more time.
To sum it up, what would you have said was your biggest move of the entire season?
My biggest move, that's really hard because I'll be honest, I kind of played a little bit in the shadows. I played a little under the radar. I don't know if I maybe have like a big move. But if I really had to choose one, it'd probably be, I don't remember when in the season this was, but when Yuri asked me to go to his side, then it was a really good move for me to do that, and then I branched off that and was able to just make it a good thing for myself, because I was able to get Amethyst out, who would have been a big thing, would have been a big player in the end, or later in the game, and also was able to earn respect and trust from Yuri, and that was a big thing because he was a big player at the moment, at the time, I mean.
Now in a few moments our jury will be voting for the winner, but how do you think that the jury will sway tonight?
Who I think will win? Honestly, I know for a fact, and I'm pretty sure Jacob will vote Jason, so it just takes 2 more votes after that, and I'm hoping for a Jason win. And I think Jason definitely could take it, because personally I think Jason really tried hard to win this whole season, and I feel like Nathan kind of just did whatever he wanted. So I'm hoping for a Jason win. I definitely could see that in the future.
Alright, thank you, Logic. Jason and Nathan are our final 2, but it's their final few moments in the house. Before we crown one of them and make both of them leave, it's time for their speeches. The jury are listening.
So starting out the game, I came in wanting to play pretty strong. I was the one who framed Amethyst week 1 and turned everything upside down real quickly. I played mind games with Yuri to make him think that Amethyst was going after him, created a lot of drama. Of course, Amethyst didn't go out that week, but a lot of drama escalated from that event, making Yuri a target, making Amethyst a target, making a bunch of people who talk with both of them targets. I aligned myself with Jacob right off the bat. I aligned myself with Nathan. I aligned myself with Payton, using the fact that I could definitely help him because he wasn't the strongest, so I was going to try to, talk him through the game and kind of take him under my wing a little bit. And if he didn't have to leave the house for personal reasons, I do think that I would have had a really good number in him. I survived for quite a while up until, there was very few people to nominate from to get nominated for the first time. And I did play good physically, and so I made moves with my powers, and I made sure that I did not need to be out, and I used those relationships to my advantage. Thank you.
Okay. The way I've played this game, I think personally I've played it so well. I feel like every time I've wanted something to go my way, it has. I mean, there were times where I was HOH, the person who I wanted to go home did. I mean, I stood in front of Yuri and JJ, 2 people who I wanted to get out, and I had the choice in sending them home. Even so, I never felt like anyone ever hated me in this game. I feel like I've had good relationships with everybody, even when I was sending them out the door. I've won competitions where it counted. I won early in the game, and I've won Final 5 HOH, Final 4 Veto, and Final 3 HOH, which allowed me to choose who I wanted to take and who I didn't. Overall, I feel like I've had good enough power in this game, and I've created enough bonds that I'm a good representative for the season, and that's why I should win.
So I just want to say real quick that that's just not true, Nathan. I couldn't stand you for like the last probably like 4 weeks.
Okay.
Maybe 3. I'll be a little bit nicer. I'll say 3.
And that's why you're there, and I'm here.
Okay,
I mean,
but then you can't say you had great relationships and that nobody hated you when you were probably my least favorite person this season. So
okay, but like, I got rid of you. So, I mean, we had beef in week 4, and then I managed to be safe when you were the HOH, and then I managed to get you out. So I understand that you're mad in a sense that you don't like me for no reason, but like, you can't deny that I did play a good game.
I mean, but you can play a good game, but then you just lied a couple times in your jury speech, and I don't like that when people
I mean, I
lie.
didn't lie. You never said to me that you disliked me. We worked together, and I managed to
Oh
get
no,
you out.
one of the times we worked together, that was completely fake. If I could have, then I would have got rid of you whenever I wanted.
Oh, I know. That week was complete bullshit, but I still managed to be safe that week, and I still managed to have it go my way. Did I not?
Well, I mean, I could have won really easily, but I really only threw it because I wanted Jason
You
gone
didn't
slightly
throw
more than
it.
you. Oh
You
no,
didn't
I
throw
absolutely did. Yeah,
it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be honest. I mean, he can look back at the recording, but I literally stood like inside one of the shulker boxes for a good like 15 seconds, just staring at the brick wall because I didn't want to win it.
Okay.
Or the brick slab, sorry.
I'm sorry if you're bitter, but okay.
I
Did you just
mean,
say
I don't
you
know why.
wanted me out slightly more?
oh yeah, slightly more. It was
Oh
So
wait,
pretty,
you,
that's
pretty
so you
logic
believe
talking.
that I
Oh,
was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
take
yeah.
him out?
I thought Jacob was talking, so I was I
No.
was trying to be so mad.
I mean, the fact that you believe that I was gonna do what you wanted, does that not
Oh
show
no,
that I
no,
was
no.
going
It
to
was
you?
pretty obvious that you were trying to hint
So
towards that
why'd
you
you
were
throw?
gonna get rid of Jacob.
So why'd you throw?
Because why would I win that competition? That just doesn't make
You
sense
said
to
you
win a
wanted
competition.
You said you wanted Jason out more. So why would you throw and then have me not take out Jason if you knew I wasn't gonna take out
Because
Jason?
I would rather not win that competition than someone I was working with to go home. Sorry, Jacob. But I'd rather that because then he would be hopefully mad at you and then not me, and then then I also didn't get much blood on my hands.
Just one question, Nathan. So the reason
Mhm.
you evicted me was because like I just had a relationship with Logic and Jason. Is that just the reason why?
Yeah, well, I felt like if I evicted Jason, yeah, it would have been me, you, and Logic. It would have been me, you, and the Logic in the final three, and I felt like you guys would take each other. So I didn't like want that. And then when I had chats with everyone individually, I made a deal with Jason that we would take each other to the end.
Okay.
So I felt more protected that way.
Okay, fair enough.
It's time for the jury to vote for the winner of Minecraft Big Brother Season 2. One by one, you will head up to the voting box and place the key of the house guest that you would like to win. We have a jury of 7, meaning that a majority of 4 is required for a house guest to win. We will be voting in eviction order, meaning that Amethyst, you're up first. Thank you. Next up is Yuri. JJ, please cast your vote. Next, it's Tony's turn. Thank you. Payton, it's your time to vote. Jacob, you're up next. And last but not least, Logic, please cast your vote for the winner. And with that, the voting is now complete. Welcome back. It's now time to find out who we will be crowning the winner of Minecraft Big Brother Season 2. Jason and Nathan, I will shortly be reading out the votes that the jury have casted for the winner. Whoever becomes the winner of Season 2 will win the $500,000 cash prize. One at a time, I will grab the votes of the jury members in eviction order. You will need a majority of 4 to be crowned the winner. Amethyst has casted their vote for Jason. Yuri has casted their vote for also Jason. JJ has voted for Jason. That's 3 votes Jason and no votes to Nathan. Tony has casted his vote for. Congratulations to Jason, you are the winner of Minecraft Big Brother Season 2. Payton, Jacob and Logic all casted their votes for Jason as well. And that's not where the winnings end tonight, because you at home have been voting for the fan favourite. Whoever wins this will receive $25,000. I can now reveal that the top 3 vote getters are
Jacob, Amethyst and Payton.
in 3rd place is,
Payton.
and now I can reveal the winner is,
Amethyst.
congratulations! To keep up to date with any news and talk to some of the house guests from this season, make sure to join our Discord server in the link in the description. Thank you to everyone for tuning in for the finale. Now that is all that we have for this season, but do not worry, because as you may know, Season 3 applications are now open for Minecraft Big Brother. All you must do is head to the link in the description and apply today. Good luck! From outside the Big Brother house, I've been Jammy, thank you for watching and we will see you next time. Good night.